Wednesday morning. Ant's just leaving with the tanker. Just filled up the beet washer with water. Just doing a bit of tidying up and scraping up before we start washing for the day. We didn't bother washing any yesterday. The weather was that horrendous. We had enough to cover yesterday's feed, so we just thought we'd leave it until it was dry. Hopefully we get a decent amount done today. You can see the mountain still there. A lot of that will go this morning. Hopefully I'll get the drone up and get a decent view of how the beet washer works from above and give you a better idea of what's going on within the machine. So I was actually wrong. Ant hadn't filled up the washer yet. He had emptied it of the dirty water that was in there. So here he is just filling up with clean. And once it's full, you can then get the washer going, get the beet clean, get it chopped at the other end. Here we've got Ant just leaving in the JCB and the tanker, having just filled it up. Blake's coming back in to the frame now with his tractor and trailer. He'll park up underneath the elevator, ready to collect the chopped beet once it falls. And there you can see a small trailer which is collecting stone and just other mud and bits and bobs that fall out throughout the process. They go along on a separate elevator and fall in there. As the beet's tipped into the hopper, there's a web in there on an elevator which pulls the beet up and it falls into a drum which is full of water. That's spinning. There you see in front of Steve. And from there, the beet moves up into a separate cylinder, which again, spinning. It moves through there. There's less water in that section. It comes out, and the whole beet then goes up that elevator, and the chopper is right on the end of it. And all the chopped beet just falls in the trailer. Move the trailer forward and back as we need to before taking it to get weighed. From this angle, you can see there's a moving floor underneath the beet hopper that's filled by the telehandler. That collects any mud, stones, and some small beet, to be honest, that falls out of the hopper in that initial process and just pulls that out of the machine rather than sending it through, potentially clogging it up. There's the drum full of water there spinning, and then the separate cylinder just shown there in front of Steve, just so you can get a better view of what's going on and you see how clean the beet comes out. It does a pretty good job. My drone skills leave a little bit to be desired, but I tried to get right above the machine here and just give you a better idea of what's going on. You see Steve's up there most of the time. It's because that drum can clog with beet, and when it does, the only way of clearing it is to jump in there physically and empty it of beet, and as you can imagine, that's not a fun job. So you need someone watching it at all times. Here I've just taken the drone up just so you can see the whole process from above. Gives you a good idea there of the colour of the beet going in and the colour of the beet coming out. How good a job the cross elephant does of washing it and chopping it. Hopefully that drone footage Gives you a good idea of what's going on within the machine. I'll leave them to finish washing the rest of that, because I've got the dreaded red tractor audit now. Can't wait. Hopefully I'll manage to add to the video this afternoon once that's done, providing he doesn't take all day to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Got the Bailey Bowser in the workshop, just going through it, a bit of maintenance before it'll be used this spring. Make sure there's no surprises. Just finished up the red tractor audit at the grain store. Managed to get that all done and dusted in an hour and a half, which is how long it should take. Not always the case, depending on the auditor that turns up. But yeah, happy days past that one. No issues at all. So good to sell grain for another year. We'll get back to the yard and see what the rest of them are up to. Ant's back in the workshop, just giving the Bowser a bit of a service, going through it, keeping it road safe. He's our man that takes care of the trailers, fills in all the paperwork to show they've been checked over. So if we're missing a month, he's the man I shout at. Will Hammond's just washed the trailer. The moment of truth as to whether he's going to be able to reverse it back into his gap. He has been known to struggle with this. May have actually done it. He'll love it, that's been caught on camera. Last Wednesday done. Not a bad day all in all. Sorted out the red tractor audit. Got our stickers for the next year for selling grain. Washed quite a bit of beet. Got a few jobs done in the workshop. So moving on to the end of the week. The weather looks like it's improving. Hopefully get a bit of spraying done tomorrow or Friday. We'll move a bit of beet, whole beet, back to the AD plant, probably on Friday, if not tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.